So we have set the photoelectric calorimeter to 0 with the blank solution. Now we will take absorbance, we will record absorbance for the 4 ml solution. So I have kept the 4 ml solution in the cuvette. So the absorbance for the 4 ml solution is 0.09. Right? So similarly, I'll show you how to record the absorbance for this 8 ml solution. So I have taken out, discard the solution, right? Then wash the cuvette with water, wash it. Then you have to rinse with the 8 ml solution. So take little of your 8 ml solution into the cuvette. So why are we doing rinsing means we have prepared the standard solution. If the cuvette is with water, if we are taking just like that, we will dilute the solution further. So to avoid that, we are taking little of the solution, then we are rinsing it well and discard the solution what we used for rinsing, then we will take the solution, right? No need to fill the cuvette full. Right, no need to fill the cuvette, right? Hold like this after taking the 8 ml solution, right? So hold your cuvette like that, then wipe the outer portion of the cuvette with the tissue paper. Wipe the outer portion with the tissue paper without a fingerprint, dust and water particle. Just keep it inside the holder, right? And see the reading. This is for 8 ml, it is 0.16. Right? Similarly, you will record absorbance for all the remaining flask, including the unknown solution. Right? So, see the tabular column is going to be like this. Your tabular column is, right? So, it is the second column is volume of copper sulfate. So, this is what we have prepared, that is 4 ml of copper sulfate, 8, 12, 16, 20 and test solution or unknown solution. This we will provide you, right? So, you have prepared the solution and you have recorded the absorbance. For 4 ml we got 0.09. For 8 ml what we observed is 0.16 we got. Similarly, we will record the absorbance for all the remaining solution, right? And we will draw the graph between volume of copper sulfate versus absorbance. So volume of copper sulfate you will take in the x-axis, absorbance you will take in the y-axis. By plotting you will get the graph like that. By keeping the point you will get the graph like that. This curve is nothing but, this slope is nothing but calibration curve, right? So what you will do, you have to draw the calibration curve from the origin, right? So this determination of copper calorimetrically is based on Beers-Lambert law. According to them, absorbance is directly proportional to concentration. So what are we doing? So by we are going to record the test solution absorbance with the help of photoelectric calorimeter. Say for an example it is 0.20. Say for an example, by knowing this absorbance we are going to find the concentration, right? So we have got the calibration curve. For the test solution, we know only the absorbance. We know only the absorbance for the test solution, that is 0.20. So that 0.20 we will mark it here. From that 0.20 we'll mark and we will draw a line and cut the slope and drop to x-axis. This point is nothing but volume of unknown solution. So we got the volume now, right? So now we'll find the weight of the copper present in the given solution.
Both unknown solution and test solution both are same.
Okay, so we'll calculate the weight of copper present in the given solution. So see the calculation part. Weight of copper. See, so for 5H2O present in 100 cm cube of solution is 4 gram. Listen here. So you have filled the volumetric flask with 4 ml of copper sulfate, 8 ml of copper sulfate, 12 ml of copper sulfate from a stock solution. That stock solution we have prepared by taking this stock solution we have prepared by taking 4 gram of copper sulfate we have taken, that we have dissolved in 100 grams. Right? With that we are going to do the calculation, that is in 1 ml of copper sulfate solution. Okay, in 1 ml, what is the amount of copper present? We are going to calculate by doing this. That is 4 into 63.54, that is equivalent weight, divided by 100 into, that is molecular weight. Right? By doing the calculation, what we will find is in 1 ml, what is the amount of copper present we can find. So now we come to know what is the amount of copper present in 1 ml. With that, we are going to calculate what is the amount of copper present in 4 ml. So this answer into 4, we will get the amount of copper present in 4 ml. Right? Similarly, for the test solution, we came to know the volume with the help of the graph. Volume of copper sulfate present in the test solution we found with the help of the graph, right? So that much into this value will get the amount of copper present in the unknown solution. This is how we can find the amount of copper present in the unknown solution with the help of photoelectric calorimeter.